Welcome back. It's my humble opinion that you are here back. So, and in today's lesson, we are gonna cover something interesting. What I have in mind is covering WordPress. You may need to showcase some of the maybe files, annual reports, some of those documents you may want to share with the public so that they can see maybe about your company, about your organization, or whatever you may be doing. In this case, I'm gonna show you how to work with that. There are several plugins if you're working with WordPress. We have many plugins that you can use. One is 3D. Flipbook effect, dear flipbook, a document embedder, a library viewer, so cut folders, document library write. Yeah, there are so many of them that you can use, but in our case, I'll just pick one. So I'm happy with going with dear flipbook. So in case you search of that dear flipbook, you'll see some videos explaining how it works. Yeah, and of course, if you are interested, you'll pick one of that plugins and then you'll go from there. So we click that add button, then we are gonna search on the dear flipbook and see whether and here we have it, dear flipbook, PDF flipbook. So this is the one that will help us showcase our maybe materials, communication materials, whatever materials, maybe fact sheets and what have you. Of course, I've already downloaded the plugin, so all I need is to activate. In your case, you will download and then activate. Very nice. So now we have activated our plugin, and if you see on your sidebar, if you just try to scroll, you'll see dear flipbook. Now, of course, we have global settings. We can try to see what is there. Of course, we see you can switch the viewer type. Either you want a flipbook, a vertical reader, and a slider. You can have categories. You may have several documents, but maybe you want to categorize them. So let's say I have a category called EDD. Yours may vary. Of course, it's my seat. So I have EDD and I have health and safety. Those are the two categories I want to have. Now I want to add a new book. Okay. So of course you'll pick the book that matches what you want your public to see. But for my case, I'll just search a plugin. Yeah, so not a plugin, but this is a PDF about site plugins. So you can see I work a lot about the WordPress websites. So if you want a website, kindly reach out to us and we will deliver you a perfect website. Optimize speeds so that it runs faster for your users. SEO so that users can be able to find you, and many more. Of course, now plugin, site plugins PDF has uploaded successfully. So let's just click that. Remember to subscribe, share, comment, and leave us a like. We like that. It helps the algorithm. Now, if you have an image thumbnail, you can just upload. So what I usually like to do is to go to that PDF itself, so I can see it's called Sites plugin. Let me see whether I tried. Now, once I've been able to open my document, I'll take a screenshot. Okay, not more of a screenshot, but given I have a tool, what is this tool called? Adobe. Why are you trying to mess with me? So with this tool, it's not just taking a screenshot. You can drag the area, and you can just select the area that you want, and then you can save that. So I'll save this as my, let's say, plugin them. So I've saved so I'll come here and upload the plugin something. Yeah, this one. So if we preview this image, I don't know whether you can preview this. If you see this is part of our document. So with this tool, comment there if you would like to know the name of the tool. So you can highlight the section you want. And then it will take a screenshot of that area that you have selected. So you can select maybe the first page of your document, highlight that, and that will be your thumbnail. Of course, the alt, this will help with the searching of your document, so that now when one searches something. So site plugin. This now alt text will help if anybody searches about site plugin, they'll be able to come across your document. So for visibility of your document, now you have to alt text, you have to describe what is it about your document. And with that, what else do we have to do? I can put this into ADD. I can give this a title, site plugin, or I can call this even the best site plugins for performance. The same case, I can give my thumbnail the same this hook. You see, this title has a hook. Now with that, I can just publish. So I would like at least to have two books. Two books sounds better than one. So let me see whether I have let me see, do I have it's a bit personal. So I have a particular document I have with me here. So let me now take a thumbnail. So it's a particular receipt for payment of the theme. So don't wonder very much what is it and what is not. So the tool that I'm using to take through this screenshot is called, should I tell you? It's called light shot. Search that word, a light shot. Because I'll select and yeah, I think so. Light shot. Subscribe. Help us grow so that we can release more. Yes, so we have now created two books. We want to see how we can now display this. So I don't have a page yet. So I also want to know how do you display. So I think you can click on this more shortcuts. So this is more of a documentation. You see docs for the shortcuts for plugins. So you can see if you want to show a particular, you can show it with an ID. Source of the PDF, it may come from maybe you have uploaded or it's in the internet from another website. So these books, it's where you categorize maybe particular documents, maybe for finance, maybe you have for your client onboarding. So it's the categorization, that's what they are talking about. So this is just a behavior, how you want your, whether it's a pop-up, a thumbnail, just a button or a link, what to show to users. So you won't use the Pro. Of course, you can have pages, so you can limit this. You can say pages, you want 4 pages. To also see, you can specify the particular page to open, start. And also you can limit the number of items you can show in a book. Nice. So in our case, we want to learn more about books. So books is equal to card. So we copy this and see how it works. So we go to I'll go to pages. Then because I don't want to dwell much on how to go about coming up with a new page, I'll just duplicate one of my pages here. And then try with that. Of course, we want to name our page policy leaves like that. Then we can publish that. And of course, you can view page there so that we can view it later once we are done. So it's loading. Let's wait for it. So meanwhile, you can be subscribing, commenting, and doing what have you. So I'll remove this guide. So here in there, we take this. But of course, remember, our books, we don't have cars, but we did have EDD, so we can publish that. Don't know why we are seeing only one. It's okay. It's okay. So that's how it's working. Let's see why the other one. So you see, even it's Ajax loading. Like you can, if you go real quick, some of the pages are white, but they are not really white. They are just loading. So that, yeah, we can optimize on that. So let's see why we only have one document. Yet I had uploaded, so I think I leave this at there. So the one for the sites plugin is the one at the EDD. So if I want this one for the theme purchase, I also needed to add to the same category. And that's how you now categorize. Maybe if you have several, that is EDD, and then you publish. So you may now create another page where now you have your health and safety documents and so forth. So if we go back here and refresh, you see now we have both of these documents. So now I'm gonna research maybe on how to do like, can we be able to search? If not, I think I think it's either I can use this. Alternatively, we can use the other one I had mentioned, which is document light. We can also try to see, and of course, we can compare the two and see which will work best. So this is now the part 2. We will compare between the two. So I go to plugins. So I want document library. Now this one, let's see how this will work. So now, of course, you need to activate of course, here are some settings, so we can quickly go there. So what do you want to show? ID, title, content, image, date. So this is more of a tabular. So of course, link is there. You don't want to show categories. Date, maybe date. Also the content, no. And of course, image will come before the title. So here is for the premium. You can choose either this. Also, this is for the premium. So link text, either you want them to download or view the document. Button with text. I like an icon in text. Display images in the lightbox when opened. So you can use the lightbox. Documents per page, 20, it's good. Sort by date published, okay. Descending, yes. Of course, we want to reload. So this is just the free version. So if you have the pro version, you can enhance your website with these features. So you can even have documents are published, but they have password. So if you don't have maybe a password, you cannot be able to access that document. So in our case, we have managed to configure, let's see the display. So yeah, most of these things already we did configure. Oh, it looks interesting. Okay, we don't want to go there, but now categories, let's see, EDD, health and safety. Now we want to add new content. Sites, plugin, of course, file upload, add file. Of course, we have this file. We won't keep uploading something that we already have. Okay, here you can give a small description about the file, slug if you like. Well, let's just leave that empty. So you can see there is so much you can do with this. So let's say even an image. Of course, we have an image, which was this. Yes. Anything else? So now we can publish. So you can have even other images about this. So I think this is good as it gives you more, we call them metadata to explain about the file. So let's just have that. Of course, some content, EDD, let's put it in EDD. So we publish this as well. So how do we now display this to the front end? I believe also in we must have some short code or a way to display this. So let's see on the settings. Yada, yada. So here we have a documentation, so you can quickly go there and see what they have. Plugin settings, document yada, yada, document link style. Enable this to allow users to view document feature. Okay. This is a lot of information which we. So this is the shortcut that we will use. Can we categorize this to maybe categories? Doc category. Yeah, we have. Choosing which documents are listed, list documents from a specific category. So you can use particular category to showcase maybe finance document, client onboarding, status, list documents specific with published, private, docs per page. That's the number of sort. So you can sort by, sort order, show footer. So I think we have everything that we need. So this is also the grid layout. Interesting. This is also the grid layout. So we'll see more on that. So if we go here, so you see this is the one for the Dear Flipbook. And of course, you have seen how it works. But now you want to try this other one. I think this will work best for magazines because you don't have many magazines. But now, in case this is a corporate, it will depend with the number of documents you are showcasing. Because documents is just a small 1 or 2 documents, you can use this. But now, if you have several, I would recommend you use this. So, by doing this, we have all the policy briefs. So let's publish that. But now, you can also as well use this short code. Yeah, so you can copy like a document category. So you see, you can even click on this to see how this is used. So document category, then you say EDD. So you can say this page, it will contain this EDD and maybe another page for health and safety. So we still don't see such, but let's refresh our page. So it's loading. And as you can see, we have I don't like the ID that we see here for the image. So let's try to alter that. Display. Let's read more and see whether we have a number that can have a sequence. So I think it's the same documentation. So document ID, the post ID, yada, link, road. So given we don't have something of a sequence, I think we better do away with it. So because in my thinking, it's also a security risk. So let's enable this. So at least we have optimized. Let's see. Yeah, even this, we have downloads. Of course, 2026, so the same date. And of course, you can search here. Let's say receipt. And of course, it will return whatever you want. So I think this is best if you have more documents. So let's see if we switch to grid, how this will look like. Choose template. This is for Document Pro. Yeah. So if you go with the Document Pro, you can have all these great features. But for now, I think this suffices. So thanks a lot for staying with me, taking your time, and of course I know you have learned a thing or two. Subscribe, share, comment. Yeah, adios.